welcome back to ITA. Today is a review and a forecast. It's a Sunday morning and it's 4 a.m. in the morning in London, and I'm sitting down to do a weekend review. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to do a first video and then cover the trades that we took over this week or the week gone. Okay, and then once I finish with that, I will do a second video for the forecast for this coming week. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's get started. I have euro yen on, so let's start with euro yen. So this week was very interesting, very interesting, because things was going perfectly, and then the news came out and certain things changed. So I decided to tell everyone to sit out because I didn't want anyone to kind of lose too much money or make too much money, because it's two ways. It's either you make too much money or you lose too much money. So it was interesting week, but let's see what this week will bring to us. Without saying much, let's see. Okay, I have the euro yen here. So I sent this trade idea. I didn't send it everywhere. I kept it here. Okay, because it was something that I saw and I kind of was in a rush, so I couldn't post it everywhere, so I left it here. So if you're not following this page, you need to follow on TradingView. Follow me on TradingView, okay? Because some trades I might not be able to post it everywhere due to probably business or something else. Okay, so if you're not following, try and follow so you can get quick updates. So with this, I kind of was trying to short this zone. I had two of them, so I was contemplating which one. That's why I placed the stop up here, and I wanted to take profit there with a 221. Yeah, everything was going perfectly initially. Okay, the trade went to the entry, it went to the entry and then rejected and started going lower. But then all of a sudden, I think something happened in Iran, and this pair decided to switch gear. So I decided to tell everyone to sit out because I didn't know what the fundamentals was going to do to price. That's why I told everyone to sit out. But we did get an entry, and then price went our way for some time. So we've still not hit the stop loss, and I still believe this should go down. Okay, if you are still in the trade, let it run. If you are not in the trade, I'll go into the lower time frame and show something. Okay, but if you are still in the trade, let it run because your stop is still there. You're not being stopped out yet. If you are not, then wait. I'll show you what to do. Okay, but overall, I think this is still good to go down. So let's have a look and see, if you are not in the trade, what you can do. But as I said, if you are in the trade, just keep it. Alright, so this is the chart, and let's go on the 4 hour. So these are the two zones I was trying to go short, but I didn't know where they're gonna stop price. Okay, that's why I put the stop above here. We went to the first one and kind of rejected and started going lower, but now we've come to the second one. Now I think this should still go down. Okay, if we go above here, if you go above this zone, then the short is not good anymore. Okay, if we go above this zone, the short is not good anymore. So that's where your stop should be. Your stop should go above here, right? So if you are not in the trade, what you're gonna do on the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to identify the zone that needs to break. Okay, right there. I've got too many things on there. Let's delete this. Let's delete that one. Okay, now let's leave these two zones there because it's coming from the 4 hour. So if you're not in the trade, what you're gonna do is this zone here, wait for price to close. I keep mentioning some keywords, you need to pay attention to them. Wait for price to close below. Okay, you can close right here, it's fine as long as we close below, right? Then you wait for a retest, then you can go short with a stop, not here but there, because now for us to be going up, we need to just come above this level, not there again but this level. That's after we've broken or close below this level or this zone here. If we do close below, then wait for retest with a stop loss just above there. So this would be the trade idea. Once we close below this zone, okay, and then you target, I think we've left nice equal lows here, so you target that equal lows right there, but you have to be realistic and start scaling out. So what do I mean by scaling out? You need to take some partial profit as price is going down. Okay, so this will be the ultimate target. That's a 5 to 1, but I will personally take some profit when we come below this low. Okay, once we run this low, I'll take most of my profit off, push the stop loss to break even, and then I'll let the rest run. Target in there. Okay, so first target will be there, and then I'll let the rest run till we get, if we get there at all. If we don't get here, no problem, I've already banked in 2 to 1. Okay, so that will be the trade idea if you don't have the trade on. But if you already have it on, leave your stop there and still wait for price to go down. Yeah, if you get stopped out, that's no problem. You are going to get another opportunity to make money or to be profitable. Okay, that's the business of this. I've spent too much time on here. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next one is Aussie CAD. Right, with Aussie CAD, if you remember last week, I said, okay, this was the end of last week, and I said I want price to close here before I can buy to come above this high. Okay, if we don't close above it, then there's no trade. But I also said that I wanted to see, if possible, on the daily time frame, I want to see one candle, okay, come down and then reject. I wanted this lows here with one candle comes down and then reject. Once it rejects, then I know that it wants to go higher. I didn't get that scenario, but look what happened. we came down, we closed, and then we went back up. So the candle I was looking for was this one, but not a close. I wanted this candle to reject and become white. Even if it's a small white, that's still fine, and come above, and then these two or these three candles will follow to bring price up here. I didn't get that, but still we rejected and started coming up. The fact that we closed has changed the tone of the market going higher. Okay, so like I said, this might stay in a range, so probably we'll be buying low here, selling high there for now. So with that said, what am I looking for? I've outlined something up here. Okay, so on the 4 hour we have closed above this level, but the actual level I wanted to close above is here, which we did in the lower time frame. On the 1 hour we did right there. I was watching this on Friday. I wanted to go long, but it was Friday. I don't trade Friday afternoons, so it was too late for me to enter a trade. So we've closed above it on the lower time frame. So what I'm looking for is an entry on this zone. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, an entry. This zone, enter, and then take profit there. Is a 2 to 1, more than 2 to 1 trade, so it's good. I will recommend, okay, just like the previous one, you take an entry here, take most of your profit there, and then let the rest run. The reason why I'm saying that is because on the weekly we have this. Okay, so if you don't know what this is, it's an engulfing candle. This candle has engulfed that one. Okay, so chances are it's too bearish. Okay, because of this candle, it's too bearish. But because on the weekly we are in a consolidation range, so in a consolidation market moves lower, it comes down to the lower end and then goes up to the higher end. So we could potentially come up here, but to be on the safe side, okay, take the trade here and then take most of your profit there and then let the rest run. If let's say you take with 0.10 lots, okay, we get here, you take like 0.7 off and then you let the 0.03 to run. Okay, that's an idea. Okay, so take your partials, most of it here, and then let the rest run. I still think, okay, in honesty, this should go higher. In all honesty, this should go higher, but because of last week, what happened, it changed everything for me. So now it's a range. So in a range environment, you just buy low and then you sell high. So buy and then close most of it here and then look to close everything up here. Alright, so that's it for this one. If any question, please feel free to say it in the comment section so I can reply probably with another video, or I can reply here with a trade idea, or I can reply in the comment section. Alright, so that's that. Let's go on to the next one. So the next one was corn. Now corn did a very beautiful thing. Let's drop down to the 1 hour. Look, lo and behold, go short here, take your first profit there, and then wait to see if we can get there. We kind of got to the first one, okay, and almost got to the second profit target. That was there. I think the trade is done, the trade idea is done. So if you're still short, I think you should close it, because we've come to a level where initially I said this is bullish. Okay, on the higher time frame is calling for higher prices, but it was going for a retracement before it goes higher. I think the retracement is done. Okay, so we've already retraced and we've rejected and we started to go higher. That's the 61.8 retracement level. So I think that's it. This week higher prices. So if you're short, close it, and then we start looking for longs. It was a beautiful trade. Short here, take first target there, and then the second one we couldn't get there, but like I said, I'll take this one and get out here. But if you want to hold for there, that's still fine. Let's go and delete that. Let's delete everything and then see where price wants to go on the higher time frame. So on the higher time frame, for now, let's see this high and that high and this zone. These are possible targets. Okay, so that's the first target, that's the second, and then that will be the third. Right, so the trade idea would be, let's see on the 1 hour. Okay. As soon as we close above here, okay, any retracement, okay, if it does retrace anyway, I don't know where it's gonna retrace, but it can retrace to there. It depends. Okay, it can retrace here or probably lower, whichever level it retraces to. I'll put it here for now. Okay, if it does get to the second one, that's fine, but this zone is what I'm looking for. Your stop always goes below this low, and you target 1 for first target, and then 2 for second target. So as usual, take most of your profit off here and then leave the rest to run. Okay, always take partial profits. Don't let your trade, don't put all the position size to go to your take profit, because sometimes price wouldn't get there and then reverse and come and stop you up. So always try to take partial profit. So you take partials here and then you let the rest run till we get there. Okay, so that's the business for corn. Let's look at the business for soybean. Okay, this also gave us, it didn't give us much joy, but it gave us a few. If I should put this one there, not even a 1-to-1, or did it? Yeah, almost 1-to-1. It's not a good trade. All right. The higher time frame is still bullish. Okay, we couldn't get to the target. The higher time frame is still bullish. So what would I do in this situation? I'll just wait. I'll wait and see if we can come above here. I'll wait and see if we can close above here. Okay, because if we do close above here, then it's really bullish for us to continue going higher. So I wouldn't do anything with this right now. I'll wait for a close above here, and then I'll start looking for my higher time frame for possible targets. My target is there. That's where I think price is gonna go in the long run. That's where price is gonna go. But for now, I'm not doing anything until we break above this, we close above this level. Yeah, so if you want to take any trade on this, let this level break and then wait for retest, and then your stop loss would go below here. Okay, let's draw it. That's where your stop loss would go, and you target, I don't know where it's gonna retrace to. So if we do break it and I'm sitting in front of the screen, I will send a trade idea. But if I'm not, then you know what to do. A break, retest, and then buy the target there. Right? So something like that. Something like this. Yeah. Sorry. Yep, something like that. Okay, that's after we've broken or closed above this level, and then retest, and then buy with a stop there and target there. So that's what this pair did this last week. Just last week, it didn't do anything, and I don't like what price is doing now until it closes above here. Then I'll get interested. Until then, I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting out watching. Let's go to gold, because I have an interesting thing on gold. Last week I mentioned that after we've gone above this high, I wanted to see price come back inside. Well, the news that came out sent price higher and then brought it back down. I'm looking at this. I'm going to do a separate video for the trade idea, but this is what I've outlined on there. This is what I have on here for now. I'm gonna talk more about it in the forecast video. Okay, this is just a review of what we did last week. Okay, I'm gonna do a separate one for a forecast video. So when I do that, I'll talk more about gold. Okay, but I wanted to bring your attention that last week we wanted price to go here above this high and then come back inside, which kind of did in a weird way. Okay, went above it, we traced, and I went long here, went all the way up, almost got to my target, didn't, and it came all the way back down, which is what I wanted to see after we went above this high. I want price to go in, come back down, and then go higher. But it went higher, retraced, and then went even higher before coming back in. So I'm watching, but I'll talk more about this in the second video. Okay, so I think that's it. I will do a forecast video today, and I'll post that as soon as I finish. So stay tuned, and I will see you in the second video.